Welcome to JOHS Literacy Bites, where every teacher can become a literacy teacher in 5 minutes or less. Today's topic, Prompt Perfection, Part 1. We're moving on to the second part of our Write On Microlearning series. Here we'll explore how to incorporate high-quality writing prompts to ensure student responses are on topic and sufficiently detailed and structured. Okay, let's first review last week's learning. First, we learned that many writing-to-learn strategies are used across all content areas. We then discussed how each discipline also features specialized forms of writing, such as lab reports in the sciences or source analyses in social studies. Finally, we learned that these distinct forms of writing reflect distinct forms of thinking emphasized within each discipline. To start today, let's see how we can help this lifetime wellness teacher create a better writing prompt. Her current instructional unit addresses the state standard Evaluate Personal, Nutritional, and Energy Needs. She's already facilitated learning with her students, and she wants students to synthesize learning and demonstrate their understanding through writing. So, she gives her students a dietary journal for a hypothetical high school student. Here's the prompt that she comes up with. Write an analysis of this student's nutritional and energy needs. Make sure to include examples. However, our lifetime wellness teacher is caught off guard at the range of responses that she gets from her students. For example, student 1 works the entire class period writing a thorough essay, but he runs out of time. The essay appears halfway finished. Another student writes a paragraph of 5 sentences that summarizes what the hypothetical student eats throughout the week. And yet another student writes a series of 6 sentences as a list down the page describing 3 parts of the diet that are good and 3 parts that are bad. The teacher is disappointed with her class's writing. Please pause the video and consider the question, where do you think she went wrong? Let's help our lifetime wellness teacher by breaking down the components of effective writing prompts. First, good writing prompts provide the respondents with context. This portion of the prompt provides background information or a scenario that helps students understand the purpose and relevance of the writing task. Secondly, a writing prompt should include a clear directive. This section gives clear instructions on what the students are expected to write about. It includes the format and a verb that reflects the type of thinking. For example, compare, contrast, analyze, argue, or summarize. Finally, effective writing prompts include qualifiers. This last section of a prompt explains the expectations for the writing format and length, and provides additional details on how the writing should be structured, including any specific requirements that need to be met. So let's look again at how our lifetime wellness teacher could rewrite her prompt to get better responses from her students. For context, she could say, Melanie, a 15-year-old cross-country runner preparing for an important competition at the end of the season, spends 1 week tracking her dietary intake in a detailed food journal. As a directive, the prompt could say, review Melanie's journal and write an analysis in which you identify which parts of her diet she should maintain and which parts she should consider changing. And for qualifiers, the teacher adds, make sure to refer to specific examples from her journal and justify your conclusions by explaining how parts of her diet may positively or negatively impact her fitness goals. Your analysis should be at least 2 paragraphs in length. When put together, this prompt provides students with a clear task and sets specific expectations for the type of writing and level of specificity their teacher expects of them. So in summary, the quality of a writing prompt influences the quality of student writing. Effective writing prompts can often be broken into 3 components. Context to provide background information or a scenario, you set the stage for students. A directive, which gives clear instructions for what students should do. It includes the format of the writing and verbs that indicate required thinking processes. and qualifiers, which state expectations for the format, length, structure, style, or any other requirements. So as a bridge to practice, consider the 3 components of effective writing prompts. What have you learned that you can apply to your instructional practice in the future? And how may this differ from the way you've included writing prompts in the past?